What is up going on, everybody? I'm tired. End of the day. Here we go.
Yes,
so, this is Ben with Vomos Vans. He's going to give you a little bit more information about himself. But we got Kyle Kennedy behind the camera. What up, Kyle?
There we go.
Give him a follow at the Chop Shop Crew or Chop Shop Crew, whatever the heck your name is, Kyle.
Chop Shop Crew.
Crop Shop. No, the.
Not crop
Chop
shop.
Shop Crew.
Chop Shop Crew. Chop Shop.
It's hard
Chop
for
Shop.
Boston
Chop.
to say.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Crap.
the end of the day. It's been a long weekend.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's been
We'll
fun.
forgive him.
We are finishing up here at Tiny Fest, but Ben, what do you got here?
Yeah, so this is our base camp model,
Company.
Vomos Vans. Let's start there.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
Vomos
Who
Vans.
the heck are you?
We're Vomos Vans. We're based in San Diego. We've been building custom vans here for the last 4 years. Custom vans are fun, but there's a lot of challenges that go on with them. And our company mission is to get more people into the van life lifestyle at a higher quality but an affordable price point. Custom vans, as you know, is not the way to do that. So what we have here is our pre-engineered floor plan. You can definitely still pay us to put it together for you, but we're going to be releasing everything in here as DIY components.
And as we go through, will you give pricing for everybody?
We're working on pricing right now.
Okay.
And there will be a link in the description where you can give us your email address and we'll give you all the pricing info.
So yeah, let's step on in. Oh, we're actually, what are we sitting on? Is it going to be for all sprinters?
So right now it's just the Sprinter 144.
Okay.
We will be releasing something similar as far as pre-engineered DIY kits for all the Sprinters, all the Transits, all the ProMasters. We actually even have something here if we're in a Econo line standing right behind you. Maybe another video another day.
I was going to say, well, that's a great segue into what else. You actually started in Econo lines, I believe.
I love Econo lines.
I do too.
I've personally only ever owned an Econo line. I've
Okay.
never owned a Transit or a Sprinter or anything like that. I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
They're
great
great, man.
platforms.
They're
So
great.
you've done this one. We'll show a little bit of B-roll of it. And you also have over there another Sprinter.
We've got a Sprinter 170 over here that's actually wheelchair accessible.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's got a lift to get the owner or a passenger inside, swivel seat with hand controls so that
Wow.
they can transfer from the wheelchair to the driver's seat, and then a custom height bed so that the bed is the same height as the wheelchair as well. And we designed it so that there's room for the owner to get all the way from the front to the back.
Wow.
We even moved
So it's an
like
ADU van, pretty much?
ADA.
I'm sorry, ADA,
Yes.
not ADU. ADA
Yes.
van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. And it was part of his reason for doing it is he got sick a little bit later in life and ended up in a wheelchair, and a bunch of his friends were going out and doing this stuff, and he was like, where's my ride? So he was lucky. He had the means to be able to make one for himself, but he knows that there's plenty of other people that are in a similar position but don't have those means. So before he even had the van built, he already wanted to rent it out to other people who were in a similar position as him, who still wanted to go live the lifestyle, you know, for however long.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, well, let's step on in.
Cool.
You don't have the swivels or the front done at pretty much at all in this.
No, so this is
God.
this is base camp and this is the base model.
Okay.
So this is kind of everything you need, nothing you don't. And then starting actually next week, we're going to be building the exact same floor plan in another 144, but we're going to be going high end with everything. So this will be kind of the low end, and then that one will be the high end.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come on in with you. This is an interesting layout. This is cool.
We've got a couple reasons why we did this layout.
Well, I guess we're going to start at the back.
Can we shut the back doors?
Yeah.
Just shut the doors for everybody. Thank you, Ben, for doing that.
Of course.
So we're going to start at the back. We're going to move our way forward, which is
Yeah.
kind of opposite, which is what I normally do, which I kind of like. But I really like the setup. You lifted us up.
Yeah.
Kind of talk to me about that.
This is actually an old design for us that started with our custom build clients. And we just liked it so much that we decided to incorporate it in our pre-planned floor plan.
Okay.
The lower section of these benches, underneath where our feet are, full utilities. Electrical on this side, water on this side, and then directly underneath us is all completely open storage. There's a false bottom in between the two layers so that if we ever need to service anything, we can get in there really easily. But all of those first few custom clients were really concerned about having enough storage. So I was like, okay, well, do you mind if we lift everything up a little bit? I can give you more storage than you'll know what to do with. And that's how we ended up here.
So we took away the upper head cabinets for storage. We pretty much put them below us. We lifted this up. It's a good step right here. It's a 16, 17 inches.
About 16, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're up here, but I can sit comfortably. You're taller than me.
I'm 6'3", and I can still sit up very comfortably.
Excellent. I mean, and then we can have game night. We can have drinks. We can have food, whatever you want.
Dinner, and I mean, there's a ton of seating
Yeah,
here too.
and I'm assuming this is a dinette style bed.
Yep.
Which means...
So yeah, there's slats that are in storage here right now. So the table would drop down, the extra slats would fit in here, and then these back cushions come in the middle, and you got essentially a queen size bed.
The reason I brought that up is because where Kyle's standing right now, now you have the galley. So if I am out with a partner of some sort, and one of us is still lying in bed, the other one can be cooking the other one breakfast.
Yep.
And do their thing. So...
Yep. And we've got just about everything you could need in this kitchen. And again, this is supposed to be kind of like base model, but you can customize anything from here. So this is where we would suggest this is everything you need, nothing you don't. But if you want to delete stuff or you want to add stuff, you want to swap something out, like this is a seat 2, sleep 2 configuration. If a family of 4 wanted to, you know, they could cut half of the galley in half and put a bench seat there for the kids. Can put an oven in here. We can delete, you know, whatever. People can make it what they want.
So what is Vomos offering? Are they offering the benches? Are they offering the electrical components, the water tank, everything? Or what are we doing?
Everything.
Literally.
And it doesn't, you can buy it all as one in one big kit, or you can piecemeal it. And the reason is I said our mission is to help people get in at a high quality and affordable price point. In talking to the most people who are interested in van life, most of them are trying to DIY it.
Yes.
Because no matter how you slice it, this is a very expensive hobby, lifestyle, whatever to get into. And labor is the most expensive part. So usually that's the first thing that people are going to cut.
Other than probably the vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, other than the vehicle. But that's also Econolines. You can get the Econoline for $5,000.
You can. Are you making? You're eventually going to make these kits for Econolines then?
We have one floor plan for the Econolines ready. It's just pricing.
Okay.
At this point, it's pricing for both of them.
You're just trying to figure out the pricing.
Yep.
Again, I would love to talk to you about pricing, but we can't. I don't want people to attack me because they always do on the comments.
Trying to save you this
Thank
time.
you. I appreciate that. Are you offering, like, you can buy cushions off of us? You can buy this part. You can buy the. Can you buy the ceiling?
Yep. Absolutely. Floors, walls, ceiling kits.
Walls.
Yep.
You can buy wall
walls,
kits.
Ceiling kits.
Can you buy insulation kits?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going deep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here to ask questions.
I realize, so we're not going to shut down our service shop. We'll still build vans. We'll still service and repair and update and all that kind of stuff. But in order for us to serve the company mission, which is to help the most people are going to DIY. But we want them to have a professional result, because you see what the resale market looks like for the DIYs. It's bad.
It's really bad.
It's really bad. So
Well, because they're competing with people that build really nice rigs.
yeah, and buyers are right. This has been around long enough that buyers are aware that a lot of times by buying a DIY built van, they're buying DIY problems. So we want to give the DIYers the experience and the thrill of designing and building their own van. But then when they're ready to either move on to another van or just, you know, share the lifestyle with someone else, that van is still worth something.
So do the wall panels come painted, or is that done by them? Is a ceiling done the way that it is now, or does that come, like, how is it done? Is it finished?
I think in order to serve the business and the customers first, everything will come unfinished. Okay. Including the aluminum cabinets.
Which we're about to get to. I want to get there, yeah.
So that we can, you know, one product will serve many people, and then they can finish it how they want, because no two people want the same van the same way.
Right.
So customizability and all that has been kind of baked into our plan as well.
Well, why don't we show those aluminum cabinets?
Let's do it.
To the audience and Kyle and whoever else wants to watch.
So
you can get up there and check it out if you'd like.
On video, hopefully it doesn't really look much different than normal cabinetry, and that's kind of our mission. And
is aluminum, is it going to be powder coat friendly? Meaning,
absolutely.
Can I powder coat it any color?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we prefer powder coat, because it's just more durable.
Yep.
But honestly, at the end of the day, when you consider cost and labor, even if it's your own labor, powder coat is so cheap.
Yeah.
It's so cheap.
Yeah.
And it's so much more durable. You can't powder coat wood. but you can powder coat metal. It's got to be electrostatic. So,
is this all aluminum? No, this is wood right here.
so that's what I was going to say. It's not all aluminum.
Okay.
The casing, the carcasses of the cabinets, it's easier to show on the uppers here. The casing and the carcass of all the cabinets is 0.10 aluminum. Very, very light. It's very durable. You can't just push to open. There you go.
Oh, geez.
We can talk about latches and drawer locks too.
Okay.
It's important to us that things don't open while we're driving.
Yeah, I get it.
But so everything's super light with the aluminum. It's durable because it's light. It doesn't carry as much inertia. So when you're going down the road, it doesn't move as much. It doesn't expand and contract like wood does. So you don't get a lot of squeaks. So we've actually found that the aluminum cabinets ride quieter than wood cabinets. When a lot of people, I think, they hear aluminum and they think like a plumber's van or a contractor's van with tools
cold
and everything.
Yeah, we think it's cold.
Cold too, right?
Cold. I mean, but if you know, like if you use like a Phoenix laminate versus a powder coated aluminum, they can look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
You can matte finish a powder coat and it will look really nice. So
yeah, we usually do go for the matte for the same reason that once we've painted doors and drawers, the powder coat and the paint are indistinguishable from each other.
And then so you face it with looks like a 1/2-inch ply.
1/2-inch Baltic birch.
Okay. Or I mean, you could also do. This would actually look really cool. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just now not calling out Ben. I'm just giving design ideas. Like a black powder coat with like a bamboo wood.
Absolutely.
1/2-inch bamboo.
Yeah.
Oh, that would look so cool.
Absolutely. So we do
This is a bamboo right here.
We do have 3/4-inch bamboo in here, but because I'm all about weight, right? We're really trying to pick the right materials, be weight conscious, because we could talk all about how added weight has effects on cost of ownership and all that. Our countertops are 3/4-inch, but we cut a hexagon pattern out of the bottom of the whole thing.
Oh, you do?
So
it's nice having a CNC.
It really is nice having a CNC. So we can keep thickness in certain places so that we don't lose structural rigidity, but we can remove a lot of weight.
You mind opening up a couple of those drawers so we can like see?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the interior is wood, and then but the skeleton of itself is all okay.
All aluminum. Yeah.
You actually had a demo here at Tiny Fest as well, weighing out aluminum versus wood.
Yep. It depends on the alloy and the thickness and all that, but the thickness aluminum that we use and the thickness wood that the majority of the industry uses, it's about 40% lighter per square inch.
Yeah.
Our little demo here, we just have like a little kind of cabinet carcass to like fake it, but it was about 9.2 pounds for the 3/4-inch Baltic birch.
Okay.
5.8 pounds for the aluminum.
I wish you had one more.
What's
and
I'm
gonna give you a little teaser you can do for next one.
Okay.
I would love for you to make the same dimensions out of 80/20 and face the 80/20.
That's a really good idea.
Guys, I don't know why. I just give ideas. There it is.
That's a really good idea.
I would love to know the weight of that. You have to face it with probably a 1/4-inch.
Yeah.
And then you could just build I would love to know the weight of that.
I'd be really curious about that too. I will say also that our furniture is square tube aluminum. So our cabinets are sheet aluminum. Our furniture is square tube aluminum, and people
1 inch?
Yeah. 1 inch with an 1/8-inch wall.
Yeah, and people it's funny because people always ask me, "Oh, do you love 80/20?" And I'm like, "Not really." But I go, "But I do love square tubed. If I had a welder, if I knew how to weld, I know Kyle wants to learn how to weld over there as well.
Dude, come on over.
You can teach Kyle how to weld.
Yeah,
there you go, Kyle.
Run setup. Sick.
A 1-inch tubed aluminum is so much lighter than extruded because there's so much aluminum in the center of an extruded aluminum.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Extruded aluminum is incredibly strong.
Yeah.
But in a vehicular situation, almost too much to a fault. When we first announced our aluminum cabinets, someone brought up crumple zones. And they're like, wow, that looks like all fully square box welded. Like, what happens if someone smashes into the back? You have, no crumple zone. I'm like, well, it's actually bent and riveted, so the whole thing's a crumple zone. But that got me thinking about every van that's fully framed out with 80/20. That's rigid as hell.
You're literally throwing objects at you.
All of the inertia is going to transfer through that 80/20 and go into the driver's seat.
Ouch.
Never thought about that until that person said that, and I was like, well, thank God that
I never thought about that. Wow.
Right?
I never thought about it either until he just brought it up. Like, Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Reason to hate 80/20.
Another reason to hate 80/20, everybody.
It's great in certain applications, which is like, industrial manufacturing when you're prototyping machines and all that.
Sure.
80/20 is an awesome material for what it's designed for. I personally don't think it belongs inside vans.
Okay. Obviously, your cooktop is just a simple, I'm going to travel and here it is. Yeah, you're showing off most of your furniture in this build.
That's really what our special sauce is. We don't want to compete on price. We don't want to compete on aesthetics. We don't want to compete on having the latest and greatest and most innovative technology. We want to serve the most people.
So your price point,
Yeah.
what are you thinking? When I know you can't give a price, but you're going to be not on the lower end, but you're going to be cheaper than going custom build, obviously.
What I can always tell people, which is always going to be true for a company, is we're going to be as affordable as we can be without sacrificing quality and obviously maintaining a business.
Got it.
Plenty of people in our industry who build amazing, beautiful custom vans that the prices are, all over the place. That's great for those customers and for those companies. We want to help most people, and that's not most people.
Do you offer like a water setup as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So everything in this van, if we don't make it, we'll offer it as like an add-on to the kit.
Cool.
We want to enable someone who really only knows how to use hand tools to be able to put this van together at this level. EcoFlow power kits. Because it's affordable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you offer EcoFlow.
Yeah. EcoFlow power kits all day long. Again, there's better, bigger, more powerful, more custom kits, but most people don't need that. Most people
don't need it. And EcoFlow is by far the most affordable.
Absolutely.
And easiest.
Easiest, whether we're installing it or someone else is installing it, it's easiest. And if it saves us time, then that saves the customer money. It's an all-in-one system, so diagnosing everything is super quick, so they can save on troubleshooting if that's ever an issue. And like the Gen 2 power kits that are coming out now, like everything that I wished was in the Gen 1 is now coming out in the Gen 2.
I know.
I'm like, all of my complaints are going
They
away.
did a good job, and their new interface has a water tank level now.
Yep.
It's like all this random stuff that's like, wow, you did a great job.
I'm so ready to get rid of those stupid little circle dial
Yeah, the gauges.
I'm
yeah.
over those things.
Yeah. So the EcoFlow power,
EcoFlow power kit, we've got an isotherm 130.
I mean, you have a really nice fridge, honestly. What about a heater?
Air heater. So air conditioning and heating right now. Again, affordability. Most people, we've got an EcoFlow Wave 2 underneath you.
Okay.
It's just like underneath the walkway right now. It's just loose for someone to set up as they need.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's in storage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, not set up. Sorry.
Can we walk to the back actually and just look at the back?
So there it is.
Oh, cool. Oh, this is like straight through too. Can you make that? Can you make that like this part? Can you make that removable?
Absolutely. So this is removable. It's bolted in right now.
Okay.
But yeah, socket wrench and this thing comes out.
Oh, cool. So I want to put like a bike back here or something.
Yeah, or 4x8 sheet of plywood or something like that.
Make it a work truck. Yeah.
And from the customizability standpoint, again, this is kind of everything. If you don't want this whole raised platform, we can get rid of it where you've just got regular benches on both sides. You don't have to have the raised platform.
So the air conditioner, and then you said you also have a heater in there as well. That's just, that is your heater. Yeah, because it's a Wave 2.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly.
Cool.
Power distribution's right here. We've got our water fill and then shower.
And no toilet in this van.
No, we typically, our customers go for an emergency composting toilet, a 5-gallon bucket with a composting bag. And
that's emergency.
Grip it and rip it and toss it out into the dumpster when you're all done.
Well, give your information one more time for everybody, and I'm not putting an overlay this time.
Oh, come on. Okay, it's vomonosvans.com, VAMONOS. People love to misspell it.
Got it.
Same thing on Instagram, Vomonosvans.
Ben from Vomos Vans, everybody. Kyle behind the camera, thanks again.
Thanks, Kyle.
And I'm Jarrod, and I do this all the time. So check this out, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.